All right, welcome everybody to Bad Boys TV. We're getting ready to kick off the team event here with another match. Gerbs versus Jacoby Q's. Oh, just hoping everything catches up here. There we go, now we're live. Well, it said we was live. I'll get you there. Okay, now, there we go. All right, how's everybody doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome all. All right, looks like we're going to get started here in just a second. They're probably starting now, but hang tight. Hey, what's up? Well, sorry about that, folks. Kind of quiet for you there, but I had to double task. Kenny had to go order some food, I think. I'm going to have to assume that right now on this table we have, I think Jacoby's is in the black and red, but they didn't give me a description of the players, so we'll just have to figure it out. So the Fargo ratings for these two teams are very, very equal. Not that it matters because it's raised to 11, but just so you guys know, the average of the Jacoby's Q's Fargo rating is 527, and the average for the Gerbs is 526. So this should be very, very tight match. All right, cool. There we go. Gerbs is in the green, black and green. So let's do this. So I'm going to expect you guys in the chat room to help me out because I'm in here all by myself right now. Let's see if this will help. There. So the Gerbs have the green color. Jacoby has the red. So they're both. Hopefully they're. Hopefully the whole. At least one of these teams all has the same color on their shirts. I will do my best, but don't expect success with me trying to keep score on two tables at the same time and entertain you with my madness. There we go. Okay, so I honestly don't know any of these players. This is table 2. Anybody know any of these guys? At the moment, I will just try to keep score of who wins, and I do apologize for not knowing who the players are. Usually we try to get a little description so we can identify them as they're playing, but for some of you that know, we had to shut all the equipment down and then bring it all back up, which takes a little while, so that we got rid of the static sound. Hopefully it's not there now. Well, Gerbs missed the 5-ball on that table. I will probably be able to start identifying people here after this first round. I'll get somebody go down there and take a picture of who won what. And Jacoby Q's is at the table, and he's got a tough one. And there's a mess over there, and Gerbs is at the table there. All right, so let's see if we can figure this puppy out. Oh, I didn't even see the 14. So this is a tough shot right here, but I'll have to change that color. He can shoot that 14. The problem is it'd be tough to come back here because he's got to miss the 2 and 1, so we're going to be coming back that way. He's kind of looking at coming just up to this area. That's going to be a pretty tough one there to hit that spot just right. And I don't like the white color. We're going to have to get a different color. Let's go with that one. Is he going to get there? Whoa, whoa. He might be there. At the very least, if he can get there and then put some spin on it, he can make that ball. Problem being, that cue ball is going to want to run away. Leave him really tough. All right, so we got Jacoby's on both tables at the moment. If they both win, that's good, because then I'll get the score right. I still don't know who's who at which table. I'd like to think that this fella is nice shot, and he's going to be long. I'd like to think that this is Bob right here. I could totally be wrong. And then this guy over here, up in the top screen, is Garrett. But that's assuming a whole lot. But wouldn't it be awesome if I was right? Sometimes people match their names. Oh, just a little off. So if that was Bob, then that would make this fella right here Justin. That's a good possibility. He looks like a Justin. Doesn't this fella right here look like a Justin? Well, not that one. This one. Welcome everybody to the chat room. We love our chat room. Robert, Grave Tidings, the Chaz, Beast Monty, Shane, welcome to the chat room. Don't forget to hit the like button, people. That's what helps us keep bringing the streams to you for free. Yeah, and I'm thinking this guy up in the top screen, he looks like a Jonathan, so I may have this right. Or totally wrong. We'll find out eventually. Oh. Well, he hit that one pretty stiff. Went way up table. It's a tough one to hold. You're almost better off to let it go up, and then come back down towards the ball. Just because it's a little easier to control that way. Nice little bump. And at least on this table, we should have a win for the Gerbs. And the Gerbs do get a win. Sorry, I can't tell you which one he is. I tend to believe that I am right. But we'll see. We will see. We'll kick back over here where we got action. That guy looks like a, well, I don't know. What's this for? For your entertainment purposes. This is just the second round of teams today, or third round of teams today. This is the 2017 BCAPL Wisconsin State Championships, and you are watching the team division. Can you see who won the first? They didn't give me no description on these guys. I have to say, he does look like a Garrett to me. And he tried to get to that 6 ball, didn't quite get there. The ladies will finish today. The men's probably won't. The schedule's got them playing third and finals tomorrow. I can only assume that they would love to finish today, but a lot of pool to play. If there was 15 teams, it takes about. Oh, so I got it right. That was impressive. All right, I did get it right. I was guessing by the looks. So Justin did beat Bob in that first game. Ironic that the names match the people. So then that means this match is on. We're on table 2 here. So the other table, this table should be Dan and Martin. And Dan plays for Jacoby. Okay. So the names matched and I got it right. Lucky, lucky me. This is Garrett at the table. Somebody's going to whip out a flashlight or something to see if that ball is frozen. He probably walking over going, dude, I can't tell. Gennaro will see it. Usually if you put a shadow in the right spot, you'll be able to see a clearer view through there. Alright, so clearly that was not frozen. So these guys got a good safety battle going. Depending on if there's any separation here at all, Jonathan could just shoot this ball and bring the cue ball out so that he can bank this ball cross side and just draw the cue ball straight back and leave his opponent really tough on that 6 anyway. Well, or he can go across the face of it for a cross side, but then you're kind of turning that cue ball loose. Now he could go across the face and put a little inside on it, which would kill that angle, and just try to bring the cue ball down here. That way you can shoot the 8 here and bring the cue ball over this way and still leave your opponent tough. Not sure. I want to stick here and see what he attempts though. Well, he kind of sold out. He can cut that, and he can either just keep it on here and just wherever he ends up, doesn't really matter because he can cut that way if he need be. Or you can try to pull that back if you got a good control and get back on this side, but you got to put a little kill on it or you're going to end up on top of it or even above it. See, I'm trying to talk about the pool as much as I can while Adam's not in the room. And when he gets here, then it's movie time. Well, here he goes. We'll see what kind of decision he made. Those side pockets are huge if you get up or go after them. And look at this leave. And you got nobody picked that as a leave. Nice touch. Right down the pocket. And Jacoby takes a win. So we're tied at 1-1. No, I did not update it. Dang it. Trying to go too fast. Alright. Let me go back and see. Oh, I didn't do Gerbs. Shame on me. I did not get the score right. Stick around, folks. May need you to help out. Alright. Now we got 1-1. Jacoby's at the table with ball in hand. Garrett won that one. So Ryan and Steve are racking up on the other table. Actually, Ryan's racking and just, oh no. Kind of took his eye off the prize there, I think. Okay, so that was Jacoby, so that's Dan. So Martin's at the table. Matthew Sebastian, what's up? Welcome to the chat room. Yeah, this place is a golf course right out there, water park, indoor and outdoor. It's a resort. There's trails everywhere. Oh, I think he fouled on that shot. Double hit that cue ball, but either Jacoby didn't see it, Jacoby's team didn't see it, or they just let it go because they didn't call a ref. Well, looks like Dan's going to get the win here for Jacoby. All he's got to do is make this 8-ball. And there we go. Welcome to the show, Goldie. Nice to have you back. It just ain't the same without you in the chat room. Okay, so Jacoby got that win. Let's run over here to the other table. We'll get the score right over here. Jacoby Hughes is in the lead 2-1. This is a race to 11. This is also a loser side match, so whoever loses goes home. So how do you guys think this happens? The player at the table's name is Steve. He looks like a Steve, doesn't he? But he couldn't have looked like that at birth, so his parents got his name right. So far, I think everybody's name has matched their look. And Jacoby gets another win. Steve takes that one down. Trying to keep up. Jacoby is at the table here. It's the team name Jacoby. They're not all named Jacoby. That would be kind of creepy. Alright, so Steve got the win. That makes it 3-1. This should be Tim at the table, and Tim is playing Jim. I haven't got to see Jim yet, but that's a tough one. Guessing who that would have matched up to. Tim and Jim kind of should have the very similar look. And on the other table right now should be Bob and Jonathan. And Bob is over there racking up in the little corner there if you're not paying attention. That's the other table up there. And that's Bob racking. Yeah, Kenny should be in the booth right now, but he slept into the last second this morning, so he took this opportunity to go take the shower he should have when he got out of bed. He seems to have no problem leaving me stranded here trying to track down two tables at the same time. Well, that ball wiped its feet on the way in. Well, now it's going to get a little trickier. I honestly, for me, like cutting that with draw and side spin and try to come around. He's going to get there. Good shot. Apparently he had a little bit better angle than it appeared to me. But is this a tougher cut? You gotta hit this thin. Nope, he was farther out than it looked. Oh, don't go in and don't go past. Yeah, you like that for shape, folks. Looks like Tim should get this win. And Tim does get the win, so Jacoby takes 4 out of the 5 games in the first round. Yeah, I know. Kenny just goes, takes a shower, leaves me hanging. You know, I suppose that's my fault. He is my son. I raised him. It's all good. I'll make him pay for it later. Let's get the scoreboard right here. Alright, so this should be Bob and Jonathan. And this is Bob at the table for Jacoby Q's. He doesn't seem to be happy about his leave there. I can only assume he was shooting stripes, maybe? Because if he's shooting solids, he's in good shape. We'll see. Yep, Bob's shooting the stripes because he's shooting the 9-ball right now. Oh, man, how did that 9-ball not drop? Well, and apparently, that's the first time his opponents got to come up to the table because they shook hands. And let's see, this is Jonathan at the table. He tried to steer that one with his elbow. Yeah. When Jonathan walked up and shook Bob's hand, I thought the 8 got knocked in by accident. I'm looking around the table to make sure the 8 was still on there. Well, this shot here, you just shoot. Oh, crooked line. Just shoot that, follow, come back out. Shoot that ball in the corner, just draw back just a hair. Look at that, he's right on my line. Crooked line, but then you just shoot this and tap it in and bring the cue ball right into this area right here so you can shoot the 8 in the side. When it's all said and done, that cue ball is going to be in this area. Unless he gets a little funky on the angle and he might try to draw it back more. Yeah, just I don't even think he's got to draw it back. He just shoot a stop shot right from there. Shoot the 9 in. Right here. Hey, that'll work. That'll work. He had a little more angle than it looked. From right here, though, he's closer. He can come down here and put a little spin on it and come into this area. He's in my box, trust me. I just dropped. See? That's a box. Crooked box I drew. Yep, that works. You want to hang out for a minute? Hey, take these. I got 4 left. See if Gennaro or... is, okay. Well, I got 4 of those left. Okay, so... Bob wins that one. Let's get that scored. Oh, 5-1. The Gerbs better put a stop to that. You don't want to end up with a mountain to climb. It's already a nice big hill, but got to be careful. Okay, so these two playing right here should be Dan and Justin. Dan is at the table. Let's see what Dan is shooting at. Looks like Dan is shooting the 4. Oh, oh. Well, looks to me like the 1 in the side. And then I'll tell you, depending on where he lands, I wouldn't want to roll very far forward, tell you the truth. Okay, so now shoot the 3 on the side. I would pull it back a little. The reason I'd pull it back a little is maybe even farther, because I want to be able to shoot that 6 and come up over here. But he's going to go forward and come back out. So if you shoot the 2 here, I'm still thinking I'm shooting the 6. Because I think he's got the perfect angle to come right up to here. To me, it looks like the 5 might go by there. If you're over too far, you got the 2. Right? Of course, he's going to take the 2. And that's why I normally talk about movie time and other things. The danger of calling the shots is getting it wrong all the time. Yeah, you got to shoot the 6 now. And here's the tricky part with this shot. I think either you pull it over or you can follow and come out. Well, he pulled it over. So he's going to take 7 to there. I'm going to get this right, too. And he's going to stop that cue ball here so he can shoot the 5 in the side, roll forward a little bit. See, ooh, right in the center. I think you just tap this in and just roll. He's going to roll to right there. And then he can just shoot the 8 right there. He's all good. He might come up a little high. You don't want to go too far because the farther you go, if you shoot it and try to roll a lot, you're going this way. Just roll a little bit, you're going to be right here. And he went right in between. So he's all right. I think Jacoby is actually here in the area. They might be league guys and friends of Jacoby and stuff. And Jacoby is taking off with this match quickly. They now have a 6-1 lead. Let's get the score in. Yeah, they're not messing around. They're on the loser side. But they have no intention of losing this one. You guys, if Adam pops into the room, even if it's later, document this match and send him back to this because he really needs to hear about pool during the match. This will be a good one for him. And Jacoby's back to the table on this one, and this should be Steve at the table. Let's see. Did I miss Steve? Come on. Need him to bop down a little bit so I can see him. Yep. We have Steve at the table. And apparently he just played a safe. Pretty good one, too. Huh. Well, apparently there wasn't a whole lot safe because I looked like that would go. I predict he's just going to bump this 14 and then tap the rail. Because if he doesn't, then they get separation there. But if he doesn't, I don't see how he can break out that 14 unless he's going to shoot this in the corner, draw back, and then do it. But I like keeping that insurance ball on the table because it serves as another blocker for a kick or anything to any other shot. Oh, don't do that. Whew. Wow, tricky dog. He almost came back and broke that all out. All right, so in the chat room, they want to know if this is live or replay. It could be live, or it could be replay, or it could be replay of the live. Just so you know, Bad Boys TV is always live, even if you watch it on replay. The way you can tell is because I'm talking to you and you only. Yeah, you. Now you can look behind you now and see if somebody's messing with you, but I'm talking to you. Go ahead, ask me. You know you want to ask one more time. Yeah, it's live. Even recorded, it's live. Because Bad Boys is always coming to you live, even if it is from the past. Here comes the safety. See, and that's why I like that other ball staying right there. Because it was a blocker. To me, this looks like it's wide open kick. And because the ball is that close to the pocket, he can increases his odds of making it. Well, that's okay. He was going to put ball in hand right there anyway. Put a little draw on it. Oh, no, he moved it a little bit and shoot the 8 right there. Apparently there was a dirt spot on that ball, and he made sure that the rail wiped it off before it went in the pocket. That was pretty nice of him. All right, Steve takes the win. And Jacoby is pounding the Gerbs. It is now 7-1. And I might get that break. We were going to take a break, but then these guys wanted to be streamed, and we already had him scheduled on the table, so I just popped back up here and turned everything back on. Because if you... might as well. What the heck. As long as I get enough time to have a smoke in between matches, I'm happy. Alright, so we should be watching Tim and Brian. And Jim and Garrett are on the other table. Garrett is racking right now on the little table in the corner. Garrett is a big dude, man. He is hogging up that whole screen. What is he? He's got to be like 6'4", 6'5". He's a tall dude. Wouldn't want to run into him in the hallway. Yep, true story, Sebastian. I can't stand the static. I hate that. Huh. We are on table 1. This should be Tim for Jacoby Q's. It's good advertisement for Jacoby Q. For Jacoby Q's. Because I keep saying it a lot. And they are one of the vendors here. I gotta make sure I'm blocking off all the names of the beers and the soda cans in the back room, in the background, because they're not donating anything to this tournament. So they should not get free advertising. Well, this might not be a bad shot here. If he can shoot the 13 off the 8 and get that 8 to come down here and do that right there. Nice opening. Now his only trick is right here. And it looks to me like the 11 goes, but then you got to worry about... Oh. Well, now. Not sure why he did that. I think he could have just came up this way. Which kid's t-shirt? What kid t-shirt? What is that logo? Yeah, let's block that. They're not paying us either. There we go. That's a little ugly, isn't it? Let's do this. He sits kind of still. Has no clue that when he got out of bed this morning, he actually put on a light purple shirt. Oh, that is just wrong in all ways. They just can't get a roll. Well, if he shoots that with the 14. Oh, man. Well, I think Gerbs might, there's a bar just outside the door. But that might be their next stop. Or they might have enough time to head on home and get out the barbecue. Maybe see the end of the Indy 500. Yep. And these guys are just running away with this match. You don't see that very often. Big blowout. Their Fargo skills are not really not far off. It's just they've gotten a couple bad rolls. Probably enough to cost them 3 games. I mean, you take 3 off of Jacoby and add them to the other guys, and we're 4-4 or 5-4. Yep, 5-4. Okay, so Tim won that one for Jacoby. They got an 8-1 lead. They only need to win 3 more games. It is not unthought of to have a comeback. Yep. Switch screens. Yeah, he looked like he was kind of pouting that he was in that straight jacket for a while, but that's his knee. I thought it was his elbow. All right. So this should be Garrett and Jim. Garrett's playing for Jacoby Q's, and Jim is for the Gerbs. Jim is at the table. And funny how everybody seems to look as you would think they would with the names they have. That does not happen very often. Pastor Brian knows you got to drive by a church on your way to the pool tournament, at least have the courtesy to honk and wave. Or the pool gods just won't give you any rolls. Man, Garrett's a big dude. That camera that he is blocking, I have to get up on a chair and reach up as high as I can to adjust the zoom and stuff, and he's right up there on it. He's got to be at least 6'4". Sorry about that. Oh, he ain't gonna get a rail with that one. No rail. No rail. It did not hit the rail. Well, maybe Garrett thought it did. Nope. Okay. For a minute there, I was thinking he wasn't taking ball in hand. Hey, look at that. They don't sponsor me. They don't sponsor me. Anybody see any other guilty parties? See, I can have fun even without help in the booth. Well, that's a nice little stroke. But I'm not sure what he's going to do with this mess. That 2-ball's kind of got him in a jam. Yeah, see, I don't like that shot. I would rather go this way, bank this ball up there, forcing the 5 to break out this stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Sebastian. He's definitely over 6'4". I mean, right? Yeah, his kneecap. The, the slate of the table is roughly 30 inches from the floor. And his kneecap is maybe, oh, he's not very far from there. I mean, look, his kneecap is right there. So his kneecap is probably almost 2 feet off the floor. Maybe a little more. He's a tall dude. Oh, look at this. Did he call it? Man, he almost made that. However, Jacoby Q should be out on this table. You gotta have some bad mojo to not get out on this one. You just shoot the 2, bring the cue ball up. If you land perfect, you shoot the 5. Yep, he's gonna shoot the 5 on the side. Just roll down to here. Shoot the 4 in the corner. Roll up to, and I'm gonna say he rolls up into this section. Yeah, 4 ball's gonna end up right, or I mean the 4 ball. The cue ball's gonna end up there when he's done, I think. Oh, he's been jinxed. Commentator jinx. Oh, man. Oh, look, don't bump the 4 up on top of it. Well, I don't think the cue ball goes behind that 4. However, I do think it's makeable. I think he can cut that ball. Yep. Now the trick here is not to get too funky and end up right here. Watch this. Oh. Well, maybe this is going to be the tide that changed everything right here. Garrett had a couple opportunities. Jim gets this one. Maybe we see the tide turn. It has happened. We were just in Michigan last week when a team was up. Alrighty. Jim gets the win. See if that's the fence that needed to be built to change the roles here. We were in Michigan last week. It was race to 11, and I do believe a team was up 10-2 and lost 11-10. I do believe that's what it was. That's painful defeat right there. I don't care who you are after that happens, man. It's tough to shake that off, you know. I'll tell you a true story. Tell you a true story. Oh, woe is me. I was playing in a 9-ball tournament, race to 9. My opponent had me down 8-1. I came back and tied it up 8-8. Broke, didn't make nothing. He shoots the 1 ball. He's trying to shoot it into the side pocket. It goes off the point of the side pocket, hits the other point of the side pocket, goes across the middle of the table, hits the 9 in, and knocks it in the other side. Talk about, good Lord, bad luck. I would not have minded one bit if he had ran out. But to crap it in like that was just, it was devastatingly wrong. It was just wrong. Because, I mean, I played great to get back into that. Where is, oh, yep. Just taking care of the ungrateful sponsors. Okay, so on this table, this is table 1, we have Dawn and Jonathan. The score is 2-8. It was 8-1, so the Gerbs are making a comeback. Yes, and based on that shot right there, the downfall of Jacoby Hughes is beginning. Their foundation is crumbling. The Gerbs are going to make a comeback like you've never seen before. And we have it here live on Bad Boys TV. See, I don't really care for that. I would shoot the 1 because it comes up naturally this way. See, because he didn't gain a whole lot there. Unless he can shoot the 2 or shoot the 1 now and come up that way, because you got the 4 on the side, the right angle, you got the 6. He's lost his mind. Now he's going to be shooting that 2 from a worse angle than he had before. When he was sitting up here, he could have shot the 2. But then he's going up table. Whoa. Yeah, the whole goal there should have been to try to get into this area at least, so that you could shoot the 4. Or, get in this area where you could shoot the 2 while you still had the, the 1 was there, whatever was there. I think if he'd have shot the 1 first, he could have went for this area, and if he didn't get where he wanted, he could have shot this ball and then tried to come back up there. Whatever. Everybody plays their game their way. And I'm just here to drive you nuts with all the options. That was a little bit of a crazy swing. And he may have gotten away with it. Now the 11 goes up in the corner. But the 11 is also a troublemaker. I don't really like shooting the 11. You can shoot that 11. You're going to run into the 4. What are you going to do here? You're going to get stuck with a tough combo unless you can hit the 4 and come out. which is what he did. But look at that. I mean, that would be a very tough shot. And that still leaves that tough combo. I tell you, looking at the way the balls were, I might have banked that 13 and just drawn the cue ball right back to this area right here. But he didn't, so now we can't. I'm telling you, people, the tide has turned. And they can all thank Jim for turning the tide. Dude, there's no red dot. See? Look, no red dot. People in the chat room think there's a red dot on that cue ball. And Adam's in the room. You know what I think? You guys notice how Adam's been in the chat room for days? And then we were dogging Adam. And then all of a sudden, Mr. Kevinkins came in. What if it was the same person with 2 IDs? So that he could have a friend, because they were the only 2 to friend up with each other. And then, obviously, they were the only 2 that saw a red dot on the cue ball. Oh, I think he's got him hooked on that ball. Well, really, if you can't hit that 5, go ahead and whip out that curveball and knock that in. Look at that. Drew a good line there. Can't even see it. Just like that. I told you guys. Well, don't try to do anything fancy. Just make that ball right there. The natural roll will bring you over here. You can either shoot it in the side. Yeah, see, look. Shot way too hard. He jumped up. He stood up. Was going to a party. But the natural roll would have rolled towards either shooting in the side or up in the corner, and would have been a lot easier to control your shot. He tried to put more on it than he needed to, and in the process tried to run down here and take a look at the shot at the same time, because he jumped up big time on that shot. Well, Dan's at the table. He's hoping he can stop the comeback from the Gerbs. Oh. Well, wiped off its feet, hung its coat up on the corner, and then dropped in. Well, he's going to do it with inside English. But even with inside English, yeah, I was going to say, you're going to come up through that hole. I don't know if he's got it or not. I would have hit that with bottom out, because it would have taken me this way. But I think he's got it, based on the way he's aiming at it. And whatever works for you, works for you. Well, yep. It looks like Dan's going to put a halt to the Gerbs comeback. They were starting to look a little strong there. Had a couple rolls go their way. Made some good shots, and look, it ain't over. The Gerbs have put the mojo on Jacoby cues. Yes, they have. Jonathan going to be able to put enough draw on this ball, or he's got the. There you go. He's just going to try to draw it back right here. Don't hit it too hard, man. What'd I say? These guys never listen to me. Told you not to draw it so far. Come on, man. It's alright. Just slow roll it into the hole. Hit it hard enough so that if you miss, it comes back to right here. And just squat that cue ball. Oh, Shank City. What is wrong with the bridge, man? He was off balance. See these half-tall guys. Here, a short guy, a guy 5'5", 5'7", he'd have definitely got a bridge. The 6'5", 6'7" guy, he don't need no stinking bridge. That was the 5'9" guy that should have got a bridge. That was tough miss right there for him. It looked like he was totally off balance. Kind of fell forward as he stroked. And Jacoby Hughes has now got a 9-2 lead. And we got Steve at the table right now. Let's see. Is that the 6 ball or the 14 ball right there? All right. I think I can tell by standing up and looking out the window. That is the 6 ball. So Steve has got his opponent in a noose. He can stay away from that one as long as he wants. Well, he's shooting the 11. Looked to me like the 12 would go right by. But to each his own. Yeah, I'm telling you. You guys can make fun of me all you want, but each one of these players matched their names. That is Steve. Right here. This is Steve. Looks like a Steve. This is Garrett. Looks like a Garrett. Telling you. Doesn't this fella right here look like a Bob or a Tim? Or a Steve? Nope. He's a Tim. He's a Tim, Dan, or Bob. And I was right all day. So, yeah. Looks like Steve is going to put Jacoby Hughes on the hill. And they are just beating up on the Gerbs. Poor Gerbs. They get a couple bad rolls at start, and then when they start getting some rolls, they just make slight error. The bridge. Do not fear a bridge. That's how you get over the water. Or the valley. Or the crevasse. Alrighty. Well, Steve got that one. Dan's going to try to get this one to finish it off. We have not done any VNA events. I used to play VNA. I would love for the VNA to call us and go, hey, come stream our stuff. Got a lot of friends that go play there from Alaska. We used to play nothing but VNA and BCA. But, yeah. You know, they use Valley tables. VNA, hello. We use Diamond tables. However, we'd love to go out and stream their nationals. Be a lot of fun. Like I said, I got a lot of friends that still play VNA. So it'd be a good opportunity for me to meet my friends and hang out with them a bit. And I love pool, so it'd be nice to be around the pool. I think it would be awesome since we set up the BCAPL Nationals with diamond tables. It would be awesome if all the pool leagues out there would get their crap together, quit bickering with each other, quit playing politics, and just go. Think about this for a minute. I could make a ton of money. The BCA, VNEA, and APA could save a ton of money if they all just went, look, let's go to Vegas, let's play back to back to back. You have your league players, we have our league players, blah, blah, blah. But you could go to a casino and go, look, we want your casino for a month or month and a half. And for the first week, week and a half, so-and-so is going to bring in 9,000 players. The next week, you're going to get 7,000 players. The last week, you're going to get 5,000 players. And they could work such a deal with that casino because the casino will go, well, hell yeah. You're going to pack my place with that many people for a month? Then I could go out and set up the tables one time, charge everybody half of what they're paying now. I would make double of what I'm making now. I could go out there, get it all set up. We direct and stream the BCA Pool League, but then I could just hang out and stream the APA. I don't have to stream their entire tournament. We can go over and just stream a table for them. And I'd throw that in, cover my hotel room and a little bit of money for food, because I'd make so much more money by supplying 3 tournaments with tables. And we'd just stream the other ones and hang out, visit friends, and have a great time. And the APA and the VNA could get their tables cheaper. They get better tables cheaper. So all 3 leagues would benefit from doing that. Not to mention whatever benefits they could get from the casino, because you have more negotiating power if you walk in there and go, hey, we're going to bring 15,000 people to your casino this month. Casinos love numbers. Blaine W's in the chat room wants to know if we sell used tables. Here's the deal. Bad Boys does not own well, I'll take that back. We do not own the tournament tables that we use. We lease them from Diamond. And at certain events, if you call Diamond and go, hey, Bad Boys is going to be in our area, I'd like to buy a table at that tournament, then they'll do it that way. I could not, no way, no how, afford 40 or 80 tables, Diamond tables, put them in a truck. There's not that much money in the pool world. I don't even know what a VVS is. Somebody in the Grave Tidings wants to know, is there still a VVS? Either that's a misprint or I've never heard of it in my life. But I'm a sheltered guy. Oy. Oh, man. Well, that might have just put Jacoby Q's into the next round right there. Here's what I'll tell you about the pool world. You will hear a lot of people whine, cry about, oh, pool, it's in such a sad state in America. Wait. They're fools. Every single one of them that whine like that have no clue what the hell they're talking about. There are more tournaments today than there has ever been. There are more big tournaments than there has ever been. Is the pro tour suffering? Yes. But overall pool is way bigger now. Can the pro pool world be fixed? Yeah, it could if everybody would start working together and quit being selfish little whiners. Is the pro pool ever going to have the money that they think they deserve? I wish they could make that kind of money. I have no problem with somebody being the best in the world, making a ton of money. They should. But I also look at it and go, hey, we're pretty damn good at running pool tournaments. I don't get paid You know, let's just say we're in the top 5. I don't get paid top 5 kind of money, you know. So Jacoby Hughes wins that one in decisive fashion. They ran over the Gerbs. The Gerbs, I think Jacoby Hughes should buy the Gerbs a drink. The bar is 10 feet out the door. Sorry about that. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna run a commercial here, take off my headset, go have a smoke. We'll probably take a peek and see what's up next. Yes, there is a killer one pocket tournament that should be wrapping up today that is being played at Buffalo's. Yeah, you guys pay attention. There are tournaments everywhere. Here in a couple weeks, we will update our website and there'll be a list of the tournaments we'll be at. We'll have a marked which ones we are streaming, so don't forget to bookmark badboysbp.com. We're going to be doing some upgrades on our website pretty soon. And like I said, make sure you go to badboys.tv, subscribe, and ring the bell. That way when we go live in July at the BCAPL Nationals, you will get notified. You don't want to miss it. We're trying some cool camera stuff there, and I think there's going to be a lot of fun. 10 days of some great pool. I won't be in the booth as much, but we got a good lineup of friends that will come in, and you'll get a ton of variety. Should be a lot of fun. So don't go too far away. I'm not sure when the next match is coming up, but I'm going to go take a smoke break, and we'll find out. Thank you.